Hi everybody, Tara here. I just wanted to make a quick video about some modifications I've made to my DD Frontline hammock. In one of my videos where I've modified the hammock, I modified the webbing straps that came with it. I made it into tree huggers and with knots that you can easily adjust the height of your hammock and it'd be much quicker, faster setup. Since then, I've updated it to a Whoopie sling system and I've used that out camping and on the AT for a short section hike. Since then, though, I've done some more modifications, which I'm going to show you today. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the Whoopie sling system. This Whoopie sling came with a strap, and where you make this knot, I forget what it's called, and you slip this tube in there, and then the Whoopie sling sits on top of that knot. I added this cord so that it won't be hard to lose this little tube. Of course, if in a emergency situation, I could use a stick or something. So this is the straps how they came, and I've made some modifications to that. Okay, so here's the modification I made on the other side of the hammock. What I've done is I've got the strap wrapped around several times because it's a smaller width tree. It's actually a pole, but that's not necessary. And what I did was I sewed a loop on the other end. So this is the original loop that the straps came with, and I did the same thing on this side where you would pass a carabiner through and your Whoopie sling attached to that. This carabiner is very heavy. I will not be using this. I've got a lightweight one on order, but there's no chance of losing this little metal pole or more steps. This is just a quick and simple step where you wrap the tree huggers around and attach the carabiner and the hammock all at once. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the main reason why I decided to change this setup, this system. When you're sliding the Whoopie sling, making your adjustments in height, and you're moving this around, when it gets taut, it's very stiff, and I found that loosening it, making the adjustments, the Whoopie sling would fall out. Also, I'm pretty good with knots, but sometimes I forget. It took me a few minutes to remember how to do this one, and I'll show you. And that's another thing, I don't have to remember any knots to do this, or it coming undone by accident. So basically the knot that you use is you flap it over like that, and then you bring that up, and the strap goes through that loop, and then the pole goes through that little thingy. And the important thing to remember with this is that the hammock strap has to hang on the, see, that's another thing. So that's main reason why I updated it. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to worry about a knot. I don't want to worry about putting it up wrong and forgetting my knots. Let's get that tight. And then the hammock sits on the knot like that. And that's the key part. You have to remember that it sits on the knot, not on the poles. Okay, so that's why I changed it. I'm not too comfortable with it. Okay, another modification that I made to the hammock when I added the Whoopie sling was to add a ridgeline to help keep the angle of the hammock in a comfortable position for sleeping. So I had this ridgeline, plus there were bungee cord attached to this pole here that you add. This helps keeps the bug net up elevated, and here's the bungee cord, and you attached it to either end here, or there, and the bungee cord would then go up to either your tarp line, your hammock line, or to the tree. But they always interfered with each other. The bungee cord, the ridge line, the poles, it was a mess. Nothing, I could never get comfortable, I could never get it right. So what I did was, I've eliminated the bungee cord entirely, and I've run the ridge line under the net, and I've run it through a small hole that I created in the bug net. And so what I did was I ran the ridge line under the bug net, coming out here, and the pole, and through the loop of the pole to elevate the pole and the bug net up off of me, and just simplifying it completely. And I've done that on both sides, and now I have a ridge line underneath the bug net that I could hang things from inside if I wanted, whether it's a light or a lantern, without worry, and nothing's interfering. So I've done that to keep it simple and to just make it easier. Okay, the last thing I was going to show you was the hammock in action. I was going to lay down in it and show you how I get in and out, and just, you know, how comfortable it is. But the poles I have it attached to started to, you could see it's really tilted. The foundation, I need to shore that up. It's, I laid down in the hammock and literally went right down to the ground. So I've got to fix my poles. That'll be another project. But those are the modifications I made on my hammock. As you can see, the bug net's, you know, standing up on its own. I don't need the bungee cord. The ridgeline is doing a great job. And I really love this Steedy Frontline hammock. I would recommend it to anyone. It's not the most lightweight, but with the bug net and a few modifications, it's great. I love it. It's going to be good for camping and hiking. I want to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one.